Hey there, hi there, Aries, and welcome to your monthly reading for the month of September. This is basically your deadly spread reading, or deadly problem reading, but it's basically like what is really the situation that's going on right now in regards to your love life, Aries. So, we're going to find out. So I have here for you the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so you have like this Queen of like England energy. I think this is like Queen Elizabeth. Okay, so but then underneath here, you can see through this veil that's been lifted through this window, you can see there's a woman here with a suit. Okay, so maybe you're feeling like, and there's pentacles all over this woman's outfit, this queen's outfit. So maybe you're feeling like your value and your worth. I feel like it's more than just skin deep. I think there's like this inner beauty that you betray, and I think it comes out across for you. This isn't a bad thing, okay? But we're going to explore more here. Okay, yeah, so we have the Seven of Pentacles and the Hierophant. Okay, and this Seven of Pentacles. Oh, Seven of Pentacles comes up twice. Wow. Okay, so Seven of Pentacles, there's a lot going on up there in your mind right now. Okay, Aries. And there's this tiny little plant that's been planted in this pot here. And this woman, she just looks really kind of sad, honestly, like just staring at this little seedling that has obviously grown here. But there's like a lot of, I think, overthinking. Okay. I feel like you don't need to like overthink things so much. I think that's what the situation is. It's like you can just let things naturally unfold with this particular love connection, okay, romantic connection, soulmate connection. You might not even be really like labeling it as of yet because you're still watching and seeing it grow. And then we have the Hierophant. So you have like two very opposing views here. You have the Hierophant on the outside, but then you have like the spiritual, more like hippie on the inside with like a beard and a flower wreath. Um, so to me, it's like spirituality and religion for you are like two very like intertwined belief systems, but they really should be more like separated, right? Because your spiritual side to you isn't like a religion, it's more of I don't know how to, I get, it's not, religion is like more to like construct and to control things. Spirituality is more to release control and release conformity. So when you have a lot going on, like in a mechanical sense in your mind, it means you're being very logical with this connection, with this particular situation. And then you have another Seven of Pentacles that came through here. And this is a man that's looking at the pentacles, gathering them up here. He's not like a, very enthusiastic about the pentacles he does have. You know, it's like there's something else that he's probably thinking about than just pentacles. There's something deeper happening with this connection. And that's why you see the Queen of Pentacles. Yes, she appears on the outside very lavish, very, extravagant, golden attire. But on the inside, she's just a woman wearing a suit, right? Or business clothes, right? Very formal, like corporate, more corporate outfit there. And then you have a spiritual energy mixed with a religious energy. Um, there's a lot of elements to this connection. So, Yeah, let's explore this a little bit more. The Hangman and the Page of Cups. Wow. So the Hangman appears to be in like almost like an ocean, but he has all these chains on him. Um, but he's somehow standing and balancing himself here in the ocean, like to a buoy, maybe. But there's a moon behind him. Um, but there's a desert around him. It's like he's very like feels very trapped, like very isolated. Um, and the desert all around him is I think that's like what he feels. Like he feels deserted, like isolated. Um and this woman, Page of Cups, you have her um like floating in an ocean of like maybe piranhas, like a pariah, societal pariah, like she doesn't want to be a pariah in society or something like that. She's afraid of her like public image or how she will be seen by others or being like eaten alive. Not literally, more like metaphorically, just feeling like attacked. And then she's holding a cup, like a it looks like a fishbowl here with another fish inside. Like within herself, I feel like she feels like the fish inside the bubble or like the fishbowl, like a pet. Like she isn't like this isn't a very like free, liberating energy. Both this man and woman feel trapped by their circumstances. Like they both don't have freedom to do what they want to do. That's the deadly problem. And also, you have this is a deadly situation, right? She's surrounded by piranhas, and they both have the blue, the ocean theme, emotions here, very energetically um, tied through emotions together. They both are feeling the same emotion, I feel like, similar emotion. One feels very trapped um, by like what other people will think or how she will be judged um, by others. And then I think, and she's surrounded by like enemies, like people who don't support her and her decisions for herself. And then this hangman, he's obviously feels very like deserted and alone and chained to something here, chained to this like buoy out in the middle of the ocean. They're both like at these like out in the ocean feeling alone um type of energies. Okay. um let's see here. I think what you and your person need is like a break from what other people think. Like I think if you're resonating more with this Page of Cups female energy, I think that you need to like not care so much what other people think of you, even if it could affect you in a negative way. I think you still need to make choices that make you happy, because I think there's some illusion of you're not going to be happy or something bad's going to happen to you if you open yourself up, you know, to this person. Because I think you hold a lot of keys here to, even the Hierophant has keys around his neck here. I think you hold a lot of answers and keys. I think this person holds a lot of answers for you. Um, this reminds me of like Houdini, like he put all those like chains and locks or stuff around him, and he like is able to get himself free. But I think you both have the capability to free yourselves from these situations you're in so that you can be with each other. Let's see how this unfolds. Oh, yeah, Eight of Wands. Wow. So this woman, this athlete, this is like the shot put, or, right? Where like, it's like this giant wand. Um, I feel like it's more like a spear in real life or something. And she like shoots it as far, like she throws it, aims it. She throws it as far as she can, right? And that's like the point, right? To throw the message out there. And look, even this little like paper airplane she's holding too, right? Like you're throwing that message out there into the universe, saying like you want your person, like you want to be with your person, you want to be freed up to be with your person. And I think your person looks at you as a very like strong person. You know, this woman is a very strong athlete. Um, and I think your person like thinks you're very strong as well. Um, and there could be a little message there on the airplane, right? The paper airplane. You know, it's a very strong force to this energy that you're putting it out there that you want to be with this person. I think it's aimed directly at them to sort of release them. I also think from like their burdens and their stress that they're facing and that they're going through. Um, that's probably going to be like the solution for both of you. Let's see more about this Page of Cups. Oh yeah, the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, you have all these soldiers, like British soldiers, um, marching, and then you can see that there's this man who's very elderly and crippled. He has crutches. Um, what happens as a result, or what's happened before, right? Men go off to war, right? And then they return like older, wounded, like they've seen war, they've seen battle, they've experienced it. Now they have their scars to prove it. Whereas these like younger men still haven't experienced real war. Um, so that's interesting. That has something to do with the pentacles. Five of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. It has to do with like going off to war. Like nowadays you might not like literally go off to war. I mean, who knows really with the way the world is these days. But I think it could also mean, on a smaller scale, it could mean like going off and finding a job and like experiencing the hardships of like being able to sustain yourself and financially provide for yourself and protect maybe your country, but also on a smaller scale could be just protect yourself, protect your way of life, protect your person, protect this love connection. There's all these different ways of looking at this Five of Pentacles. But ultimately, looking in through this lens here and this window and seeing the realities of what war does, it causes death, it causes destruction. So, um, something like I think you're very like serious about this connection, but there's a lot of um, obstacles, I think, that you guys both have to overcome first in order to be together. Yeah, Eight of Athens. Feeling trapped, feeling scared, feeling vulnerable, lost in the woods, blindfolded, hands tied behind your back. Like, it's a scary feeling, right? It's scary, right? It's like if you trust in this connection, it seems as if it's leading toward some, like, it's like you feel trapped, but not in the connection, but in on the pathway toward it. You're like, you have to go through some